What if I told you it's possible to double your income while actually cutting your work hours in half without changing your business model, hiring a bigger team, or hustling yourself into burnout? And that's exactly what my client Michelle did. And today I'm going to share her story and exactly how you can get the exact same results. But before we dive in, if we haven't met, hey, I'm Jen, clinical hypnotherapist, mindset expert, and manifestation coach. And I help ambitious six-figure women easily scale their business to multiple six figures and beyond while actually working less hours. I've helped hundreds of women scale their business to multiple six figures and actually cut their hours in half, most working 25 hours a week or less. Because isn't that why we started our business, was for true time and financial freedom, not to work more to make more? So if that sounds like you and you want to learn about how Michelle did that and how some of my other clients have as well, then make sure to listen to today's video. So when Michelle came to work with me, she already had a successful six-figure business. She was making just over six figures per year. But the downside was she was working 50 to 60 hours a week on average in order to earn that six figures. And like most of us, myself included, when you work that many hours for too long of a period, you end up on the verge of burnout. And that's exactly where Michelle was. She came to me because she was ready to give up on her business. She was exhausted. She was working all the time. She was putting in all this effort and trying so hard. And she just wasn't where she wanted to be. Yes, she'd hit six figures, which is wonderful. But if you don't have the time to enjoy those six figures, what's the point of making it? So when Michelle came to me, she was doing all the right things. She had all the strategies, she had all those things in place, she had the funnels, but things just weren't working out for her. And the thing that's going to blow your mind the most is Michelle actually has an MBA and is a business coach. And her clients received outstanding results. Like her clients couldn't stop raving about how amazing she was. She helped them grow their businesses quickly and easily. But when it came to her own, she was feeling stuck and stagnated. And so, like most of my clients, we start digging into why is it that you're feeling this way? What is causing you to not implement? Because that was one of her biggest problems. She had the tools, she knew what she needed to do, but she wasn't actually doing them, or she wasn't doing them fully, or there was other things going on. So she should have known how to grow her business just like she helped others grow their business to multiple six figures and beyond, but she couldn't do it for herself. So when we started digging into her mindset, the first place I usually always go is to self worth. Because as women, we are programmed throughout our entire lives to feel less about ourselves, whether that's through magazines portraying the perfect bodies that we're supposed to emulate, whether it's men trying to tell us who we're supposed to be, our parents trying to tell us, you should do this with your life, you should do that, you should get an education, you should just be a housewife, whatever that is. We're inundated as women with programs around our self worth. So by the time we're adults, we have all these other programs going around in our mind that our self worth tends to take a hit. So, like most of my clients, Michelle especially, her self worth really had taken a hit from her childhood. She had some major childhood traumas and other things that had happened that caused her not to believe in herself. Yes, she was very smart. She went to school, she had her MBA, she had this successful business. But inside, the little girl in her was saying, you're not good enough. You're not worthy enough. You're not deserving of this kind of success. It's not allowed to be easy. Like, who do you think you are? And so when we dug into this, it was astronomical to Michelle that she had these little thoughts going on. Yes, she never felt like on the outside she felt worthy or deserving, or there's always some self consciousness going on there, but she didn't realize how much was going on. She had some moments in her early childhood where her family literally made her feel like dirt and that they didn't want her. They didn't like nobody in her family wanted her there. You're just a burden. So she started playing small and she started shrinking and hiding. And you can guess what that does to our business. We can't shrink and hide in our business and expect to make big money. So, because she felt all these things, because she had these little things going on from her childhood still playing in her mind, she was showing up small. She was creating more work for herself. She was blocking herself from actually getting the success she wanted. And after we cleared up that block, we cleared up blocks around money because she had money beliefs. Oh, as a woman, I can't be that successful. She had beliefs around visibility. It's not safe to be visible. And so many other blocks. It was insane. And that's the thing that women don't understand is we have more than one block. Just like Michelle had blocks around self-worth, around money, around fear of visibility, even fear of success, we need to work through more than one layer. It's not just, oh, I've got a self worth block. I fixed it. Wonderful. I'm done. Let's move on. It doesn't work like that. We have multiple layers. And as we started peeling back Michelle's specific layers, because we all have a specific layer, specific blocks, specific stories, things started to improve in her business. So as we went through, as we continued to work through block after block, Michelle started manifesting more and more and more in her business. And in only 3 short months, and I said that 3 months, Michelle increased her income from roughly 9,000 a month to almost 15K. She almost doubled her income. But even more spectacular is she actually cut her work hours in half during that time. Like I said before, she was working on average 50 to 60 hours a week. And within 3 months, she had scaled back to only 30 hours and yet was continuing to grow her income because she started feeling worthy of the work she did. She knew how amazing her work was. She's seen the results. People were telling her that. She started raising her prices to where they should be because she was undercharging significantly for her services. She started bringing in clients who happily paid rather than begging and pleading people who didn't want to spend the money on her. Before, she was calling in clients who didn't make a lot of money, who were the type who didn't really want to invest. They just wanted freebies and free things from her. So when our work started to transform her mindset, all of a sudden business started to transform easily. It wasn't like she started changing her messages massively. She just started showing up in a different energy. She started embodying that version of herself who made multiple six figures per year. And because of that, she called in those type of clientele, those women who were successful, those women who wanted to spend money, the women who were willing to pay her fees in order to work with her and get her results. And because of that, her business exploded and she felt amazing. And it wasn't just her business, though, because I like to say how we do one thing is how we do everything. So, because of the mindset work we were doing around self worth, her fear of visibility, and everything else, her personal life started to change as well. All of a sudden, she wasn't being the wallflower and standing still while people talked negatively about her. She wasn't allowing people to walk all over her. She was at the time in a very toxic marriage and she'd been putting up with it for over 30 years. Can you imagine that? 30 years. Because she believed deep down that that was what she was worthy and deserving of. So as soon as we started working through her mindset on the business side, her personal life improved as well. She left her toxic marriage. She's now in a happy new marriage with someone who treats her like the queen she is. Her personal relationship started to improve. She was able to cut toxic people out of her life that had been making her feel so badly about herself for so long. And now she is so happy and she absolutely loves her life, all because of the work we focused on in her business, but that transformed all areas of her life. And that's just the power of doing the subconscious healing work, of doing the hypnosis, of stepping into that next level version of yourself and starting to be able to manifest all those big dreams and desires you have. Michelle is not an anomaly. She is one of hundreds of ladies who have got these kind of results. So if you're struggling with not feeling worthy enough, if you're undercharging for your services, if you're struggling with money, holding on to it, feeling safe with it, getting more of it, whatever it is, just know there's nothing wrong with you. It's something going on in your mindset. There are programs like Michelle that are telling you, you can't have that. That's not available. You know, you're not worthy and deserving of that. But once you do the work to uncover those belief systems and remove them permanently and easily, life truly transforms for you. You get to grow your business to that multiple six figures, even seven figures and beyond if you want to, when you do the deeper work. If you're wanting to learn more about this process and how you can truly transform yourself to bust through those glass ceilings we create for ourselves and grow your business to multiple six figures and beyond, I have a free mini course just for you. If you want to grab that, the link is in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to hit the follow button and come back next week for another video to help you grow your business to multiple six figures and beyond while working less because you deserve it. It's available to you, and we're going to make it happen. See you back here next week.